And apologies for the delay. Welcome back to the Dysfunctionals. Let me just take a look at the Twitch channel here. Back to Twitch.
Hello, James's mum.
Hello, Mama! Is it working?
Welcome back, James's mum.
It is working.
It's been so long.
Mum,
that's lovely.
I'm sorry that Oh, yeah, that's actually coming through really clear. It's almost as if buying a new PC makes things better.
It probably do.
Oh my god, the whole, like, freaking D&D Beyond overlays there. Oh my god, that's so fucking cool. Ah, cool.
I've not noticed that before.
No.
You've had it for ages.
Thank you. Thank you so much for rejoining us again. And apologies that it's been so long. We needed to do some soul searching after the previous session. And decided to do a little bit of a retcon. Oh, are we okay?
Yep.
What?
Did I...
Everybody's gone a bit Minecrafty.
Oh, really? Let me take another look.
Minecraft.
I only see Zoe's going strange, but everyone else is fine.
Zoe's is, but that's on a laptop, isn't it?
It's a laptop. I mean,
Jody, you've also got Minecrafty and Swiss is frozen.
it's a moderately new...
Now I see it.
It's probably me.
Oh,
Is
see,
it
I
me?
thought that Swiss was just screwing with us again.
Yeah.
But it's when
I'm
he
not
spoke,
sure.
I was like, no, definitely.
I
It's
might have been.
livable. It's livable.
Is it me? Am I terrible?
You're fine now. Jody and
Fine
Zoe
now,
are still
okay.
Minecrafty.
Hang on, I'm just going to change the region.
Oh.
There we go.
I just look like
I'm changing the region on Discord. Is that going to make a difference, do you think?
Maybe?
Swiss
It might. I don't know.
Swiss is
has
left.
disappeared.
Swiss is just dark.
Oh no!
Ah.
We banished him.
Oh, he's back!
I can hear. Okay.
I had an outer body experience.
I can't see anything.
We sent him to the Phantom Zone.
I had an outer body
Technical
experience.
difficulties are there is all.
I don't know. I've changed the
No.
region to Europe because I'm hosting it. So I guess
That makes sense.
that will help.
it should help.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It seems to be marginally better, he says.
I can
Basically,
hear.
if you guys can hear us, then it should be okay. If there's anybody on the Twitch
Yeah.
stream right now, can you tell us whether or not you can hear us or not? Or if there's anything in that manner,
What has happened?
let us know.
I feel all alone.
Let's see.
Is the audio coming through?
Is the audio
Hey,
coming through?
hey,
Let us know.
Twitch.
There's that should word again.
Am I here? Can you
I
see
think they
me?
can hear.
No audible
Audio's good.
issues.
I
Audio's
can
good.
hear you.
Professor Harmless, thank you so much for the help. I appreciate that. Actually,
Some visuals better than no visuals.
I'm
Right?
taking a look at our follower count. We're on 42.
Oh.
The first item on the agenda. Thank you, Ria.
Wow.
Ria, thank you very much.
Wow.
If we get to 50 followers, this is a thing I introduced a while ago and never really delivered on. But once you get to 50, you're entered in. All of the followers are entered into a random numbers generator, and you'll win a dice set to celebrate 50 followers. So thank you for the follow. Tell people to follow. They can win a dice set for playing their
And,
own
like,
game.
It's like 1 out of 50. That's like pretty good odds.
I follow.
Time
I
to
like
activate the cloning device. There's, do you know what? Freaking.
2% chance to win.
We're not encouraging using duplicate accounts because that's immoral. But anyway, cool. Any other things from anyone else? Obviously, we're testing out the webcam stuff. It might go wrong, so apologies in advance. This is the first time we've done the webcam.
Wow.
I like it so far.
Me too. Any other stuff for the?
Just like good old times.
Yes, indeed. When you could actually see each other while you played your tabletop game. Anyway,
Oh, I can see you now.
I'm excited to bring out my real knife.
I can see it. I'm not moving. Oh, I'm gone. I'm
Should I
gone.
go get a knife?
Where have I gone?
I mean, as far as the
No.
Twitch channel knows, we definitely have real knives out on camera right now.
I could get my knife. I have a machete.
Oh no, there I am.
this is the game, guys.
I'll
This
be
is every week.
I'll do my best.
Oh, I'm excited. We're going to play it.
Without any further
There's a
ado,
die
if
in my
there's
hand and everything.
if there's no one else has any other news and info, look to the right of my face for Devvado, our artist. Props to her. Thank you so much. We love you. It's time.
Shout out to Devvado.
It's time to begin the next episode of
No.
The Dysfunctionals. And we're going back. Ah!
I hope that started with that.
Wow. Wow.
Wrong. I might
Well-
disappear for a moment.
Welcome back. Are you genuinely serious, Brüz? What? I'm back!
Actually, no.
I'm back!
I figured something.
I disappeared into a strange video, and now I've returned. Cool.
Oh yeah,
Well-
Brüz has a message, by the way, for later.
Try and trim some processes from my poor laptop.
Oh, really? Okay, if you're struggling to keep up, I apologize.
It's more than likely my own fault.
No, don't worry about it, man.
Too many tabs open.
Shall we talk about Dungeons and Dragons?
Talk about it. Let's play it.
Play it.
Yeah, dude.
It's currently the 12th of Kythorn, year 2274. It's the stroke of midnight. After having defeated 2 assassins sent by the Syndicate to spy on your companion Kylan, an outright attempt to murder Slip Tripplesworthy, your wizard companion at the Wretched Flask Tavern, the party has been able to extract some information about the Syndicate's undercity network of tunnels and the location of the kidnapped Captain Anya, maybe, through instructions found on the bodies of the assailants written in Thieves' Cant, specifically making reference to an Arcanist's dungeon and Hole 69B. You guys have decided to regroup away from the Wretched Flask Tavern and the hotel, the the Broadview Chateau, excuse me, and you decided upon the Kingsfold Arms because it's kind of not quite halfway between the two, but it's in the lower city, but it's a decent place for you to convene. You drum loudly on the door, the party that were in the Wretched Flask, and a grizzled human male with a thick black stubble and a furrowed expression belying the fact he's come straight out from bed, holding a candle, opens the door.
What is it?
You guys are asked to pay basically double rates for a room that might be spare. He lets you in, and yeah, you guys wait inside the main thoroughfare of the space, waiting for your companions. Yell, what do you want?
Can you spot me if we're doing double rates?
Just get one room, guys.
Yeah, it's like we're talking about it being, instead of 5 silver, it'll be a gold piece for one room.
Can you spot me if we're doing double rates?
So it's a
two
gold
jobs.
piece. It's a gold piece per room, and there's only 2 rooms spare because it's the middle of the night. So most of the rooms are taken.
Just get one room.
It's a place. Yeah. Ella, go for it.
Who are we bunking with?
Just all work together.
It's everyone.
Oh, we're going everywhere. Oh, okay.
You guys pay for the room and put all your stuff in the room that you're given. You wait in the main bar area. There's a small kind of entry chamber, and on the right, the main bar with tables and chairs and your standard kind of fantasy fare. You guys wait for an additional half an hour, 45 minutes or so, and you hear the front door kind of rapped on rapidly hard. The barkeep having locked it. One of you.
It's locked.
It's been locked for you, but it's unlockable from the inside, so you can unlock it and let the others in. You go to the front door and you see Kyro, Eirys, and Arthrin
It's not
accompanying.
again.
Yeah, effectively, you guys are staying up, but you can let the others in, which you do. They are accompanying Kylan and a human woman who many of you don't recognize. Obviously, Kyro and Eirys will recognize this as Maureen, Kylan's romantic interest. They kind of come in, they sit down at one of the tables. It's completely empty, shadowy and dark. Oh, we've lost Brüz. I'll carry on anyway.
He'll come back.
Yeah, sure. So you guys, yeah, you're in this
There
central
he is.
chamber. Welcome back. You okay, bud? Still logging in. Passive plus 20 on the old persuasion. Yeah. So, he disappeared and then returned again like a magic man.
He's a magic man.
So you guys are, it's probably a 1:45, 1 in the morning at this point. You guys are in the tavern and you have a bit of time to discuss what's going on before bedtime. So, what would you guys like to talk about?
Everyone's here, right?
Everyone is here.
Okay, guys, so I got a lot of info from those rats. Thought you guys might want to know.
Oh, okay.
So, anyone got a map I can point at?
Of the city? No. Kylan?
The sewers.
Okay, well, she, like, what's in the room? Like, are there any books or things in the room?
Kira looks at the
Investigation
halfling.
check.
Okay, investigation? I'm just looking around.
Yeah, that's what investigating is.
You're looking for any pieces of paper.
looking for a specific
Okay, well, investigation is...
Do you need help?
Hold on. I got a 17.
That's good.
She's
Easy
just
enough.
looking for random baubles in the room that she can use to represent things.
Oh, I see. Okay. So
You're gonna make a map.
it's easy enough to do. There's some tankards behind the bar and there's bowls as well. There's actually you kind of vault yourself over the bar, land on the other side, and you can find these items and various bits of crockery that basically.
And then
will
she
suffice.
starts like placing things on the ground, and she's like, "Okay, this tankard is us here, and over here is that other tavern." And anyway, so this bowl and this book, those are the squares.
Oh, you mean?
I don't.
Okay, yeah. You mean Slip kind of steps forward. Oh, you're talking about Middler's Market and Vestige Square, aren't you?
Yeah, apparently that's the most high traffic places, not only because they're probably picking pockets there, but they seem to like appear and disappear there a lot. So there's probably a sewer entrance near those places, which means that like those are two zones that they hang out in the most. And if we were gonna investigate one of them, that would probably be a good bet.
Oh, yeah. I suppose that makes
And-
sense.
Anyway, that's what I got.
That's a good starting place. I mean, I think we couldn't really make much sense of the note that we found on the book. Hey, did you guys from the hotel? Did you find anything of import on the body?
I hand him the note.
I can't read this. I'm sorry. I just it's gobbledygook.
I take it back, and I translate the note.
Thank you. That's very kind. So you said 69B.
Yeah, that's the sex number.
Yeah.
Well, I hear. I don't know.
He's gonna make a history roll. Yeah, sure. All right.
What?
History.
What? And she looks really like what? My brother said it was. I don't know what it means.
He doesn't. He's completely. He's pretending like he doesn't know either. Cool. So yeah. So Slip's just like, well, maybe potentially after we get a bit of shut eye and lie a bit low, we could make our way to that place. Maureen steps forward. I feel the need to introduce myself to the assembled party. My name is Maureen Plainstrode. I'm, looks at Kylan. I'm a councillor of the Trine Council, and I've been attempting to speak out against the Syndicate's operations for a long time, to seemingly not much fruition until Kylan returns to me, starts talking about the fact that my son might be his or something, and it's difficult to make out what he says. Kylan's just kind of like, listen, I was more coherent than that. She kind of goes, that's enough, dear. I got this. Listen, apparently you are people who can be relied on and depended on. Kylan's making it sound like you may be able to help. If that's what you're here for, then I'm going to happily accept it, but as you guys have just found out, and me as well, it's become dangerous here, and I'm starting to wonder if staying in Trine is a good idea.
It's not.
Not much else to say, apart from, if that's the case, I pray that you give me the time to pick up my son. And,
You know where he is?
yeah, my son's at boarding school. I paid for a term a couple of months ago. Term was coming to an end in a few weeks' time anyway. I'd lose some money on the tuition, but if we need to get out of town and we need to do it now, then I will go to the school. I will go to the Trine Celestial Prep and insist that he comes with me. I have legal protection. I am his mother, after all. If it's not safe here anymore, Kylan, then we should go. Kylan kind of like... It's very quiet. I had the idea... No, you're right.
Yeah.
What's TheSwiss doing?
Nuru's raising his hand.
I'm raising my hand.
We're trying this new mechanic.
But yeah,
Yeah.
It was. I could see it, so I was kind of just waving back. So I don't think anybody
I should have just
else
pointed.
did.
Oh, I see. Yeah, sorry. Cool. So, Nuru, what were you saying?
I just wanted to roll insight on her in general, just because I don't know anything about her, and I want to gauge like how trustworthy she is.
Go for it.
That too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If yes, I'll be.
Remind me,
Mm-hmm.
the old mayor of Trinstone,
Yes.
was that also not a Plainstrode?
Roll a history check and do it with advantage.
Oh, interesting. Things that I don't know
Okay, there
about.
you go. Both
I
natural
recognise the name.
17s.
What was that like? It must be from Critical.
Dirty 20s.
Dirty 20.
Ooh,
Yeah, both
21.
you're rolling good.
25.
Mayor. Okay, so I'll say that. Do you know what? I'll combine the insight check here. I'm going to be nice. So Yell. You figure out Maureen Plainstrode. Mayor Theophilus Plainstrode was the mayor of Trinstone and is the mayor of Trinstone. And as you guys had investigated, had recently undergone a separation with a long-term marriage. For your guys' insights check,
Scandal.
she seems absolutely on the level. She's sincerely considering leaving town. She is brave.
Separated from her
She
husband
seems
before all
brave.
this.
Yeah, she seems brave to you.
Maybe they had some political disagreements.
Indeed.
Hmm.
But yeah, you guys figure that she seems above board, and it's the fact, Eirys, that she seems open to the idea of leaving the city. Make of that what you will.
So
Does-
the insiders don't know about the connection, only Yell does. Is that right?
Yell's done a history check and has made the connection.
Okay.
I'm going to say insight is predominantly figuring out that she's above board, that she's genuine in her desire to stop what the
She
Syndicate's
actually wants to
doing,
leave.
but
Yeah,
because
I'm
it's
with the insight.
no.
So I'm just making the connection in my head at the
That's fine.
moment.
Just to make sure I
Yeah.
wasn't investigating. I don't know that.
I figure Nuru
I'll
probably has
try and
decided that
signal
she's trustworthy, at least for now.
yeah.
Kyro trusts her more than Kylan, so.
I was definitely going to try and subtly signal Eirys somehow.
Just make
How?
eye contact with her.
Yeah, it's basically going to be eye contact and just be like lowering the face slightly.
What's
I
your
know
what's
something important.
passive perception, Eirys? Again, remind me.
19.
19. You know what? That's fine.
Pass her a note.
She's got
You-
high insight too, so
Yeah, you kind of communicate. Yell kind of like looks at Maureen and widens his eyes at you and mouths plain strode, because where she's sat is she's between the two of you, and while she's looking towards where you are, Eirys, he mouths plain strode, and then it clicks. Mayor Plain Strode, Trinstone.
I don't know what they're talking about. That's fine.
No.
Subtle hand movement of just.
I know something's happening, but I don't know what. That's my life.
Something's going on.
I would like to ask Maureen
Oh, yes?
some questions.
Yes, sure. How can I help?
He wants to reference the day that Anya would have probably arrived in the city and ask her if she remembers anything useful, especially in the areas that Nuru mentioned were Syndicate heavy.
Okay. Well, whereabouts? When would that have been exactly?
Probably would have been in the evening or night time, I would imagine.
Are we talking days ago? Are we talking weeks ago?
He's
couple of weeks ago.
going to tell her the amount of time it's been and when they probably would have arrived.
Also, they
Yeah.
were on griffins.
They were on griffins, so
Griffins being
if you've
used.
seen griffins flying around,
We see griffins flying around the upper city on a daily basis. They are an upper class mode of transportation that are not afforded those who cannot afford it. And
would there be anyone in the upper class areas who might talk about something suspicious?
for the right amount of money, you'll get those birds to sing, but they're already extortionately wealthy. You'd have difficulty. There's a lot of fear for the Syndicate in this city. What I'm doing is considered to be foolish, dangerous, and I was willing to brave the danger until a bloody corpse was dragged into my hotel room, and I realized that their threats are more real than. I mean, I can't help anyone if I'm dead.
Correct. Okay.
Kylan kind of leans back in his chair and folds his arms. Arthrin looks over at him concernedly. Well, Maureen says, she stands up. I'm guessing we only have... I mean, how many rooms have we got?
One.
One. Just the
It's
one.
a slumber party!
All right. Well, I mean, at least...
I can sleep on the floor. It's no big deal.
I don't need to sleep, so...
Just the chair's all I require.
A chair. All right.
Yes.
I mean, that's fine.
A comfortable one, if you have it.
She kind of looks at you confusedly because she doesn't work here. Right.
Sorry, don't you work it?
No. Sorry. She kind of walks up and she kind of extends a hand. Maureen Plaidenstrode?
Oh, you came in with the fellow over there.
Yes, I'm Kylan's partner. Yeah.
A
She
pleasure
kind of
to meet you. I'm Brüz.
takes hand, kind of, and it's less of a shake.
We're-
She takes your hand with her right and lays her left hand on top and kind of smiles, and there's kindness there.
Can I ask where your son's boarding
Smiles back
school
warmly.
is?
The prep school is attached to the Celestial University. If you look up,
Which is...
it's a pretty prominent. You can see the dome at the northern side of the quad from the lower city. There's a big
Hey, I
observatory
have a
there.
question.
Yeah, sorry.
If one of us has to pick up your son for whatever reason, does he have like a stranger danger password that we could give him so he knows that we came from you or something?
I'm flattered that you want to help, but I was going to get my son myself.
Okay, that's fair.
If you want to come with me, I'm happily going to accept the company. It's probably safer for me to have some form of protection. You all look capable.
That's true. In
Okay.
case anyone wanted to know, my stranger danger password was potato chowder. I guess no one wanted to know, but
It's important to know now.
It's so good to be back.
Potato chowder. That's a good one.
It's so good to be back.
To think about mine.
Thank you for sharing that intimate detail about yourself.
It's not that intimate.
Arthrin puts up his hand.
You'd have to know more than that to get me to go into a strange carriage, that's all I'm saying.
Please, Arthrin, say anything right now.
I mean, my stranger danger password would be, "Oh God, no!" Would that be a good one? Or
No,
Oh, it's a bit
it's an
loud,
awful
isn't it?
password.
oh, okay. I mean,
You want it to be something you wouldn't normally say.
I'm full of self-confidence.
There you go. Now you're getting it.
Zing!
And
Wow.
Kyro just looks at Eirys.
They had a heart-to-heart. They had a heart-to-heart outside the hotel.
Nuru.
Yeah.
Nuru, you're so funny sometimes.
I like to think so.
You,
I got it.
Eirys.
It was very funny.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
if we all bed down now, I can head out relatively early in the morning and grab Theo and bring him here. I have an idea as to how we might be able to get away quite a lot quicker than just sneaking out of town. Slip.
Oh, yeah?
You're a wizard, yes?
Absolutely. I am capable of all manner of magically manifested effects.
Teleporting?
Oh. Yeah. Yeah. I could do that. Mm-hmm.
He said that real confidently.
She kind of narrows her eyes and she glances over to you. Eirys, you saw her earlier sweep up a few papers from the desk in the hotel room. And she pulls out one of the pieces of paper, unfurls it, kind of hands it over to Slip. He looks at it.
Teleportation circle. How convenient. Rolls it up. I could certainly try. There's no guarantee it would work, but I could certainly try. Would we
How
work?
likely is it that it would work?
I could try. I think I'm quite intelligent, and a high intelligence would be
How
required.
devastating would it be if it failed?
Listen, the worst thing that could happen is that the magical effects dissipate in transit, scattering your atoms all across the multiverse.
Well, I've been across the multiverse. I don't seem to need to want to do it now.
Ah, well, you're probably fine. No, I'm kidding.
We're not the ones who would be teleporting. It would be those two.
Well, I mean, I could teleport.
Oh, good.
I mean, if you wanted a way out of town quickly,
Oh,
The
that's
po-
true. If you want to bail, no.
let me open this up and take. It opens a teleportation to a circle known by the caster. The portal is open for 6 seconds.
Oh, goodness.
As many
So any
people as
number-
could throw themselves through the portal in 6 seconds.
That's pretty useful.
I mean, it's up to you what you want to do. It seems that you have a fairly strong lead for tracking down Anya. And obviously Kylan's given me the impression that's why you're here. But it's been dangerous. I nearly died tonight. I'm in quite a lot of
Oh,
pain.
no.
Me too.
Oh, really? Poor boy. Here,
Well,
have one of these.
Okay.
He passes him a good berry. Brüz passes him a good berry. Here, have one of these. You'll feel much
Eirys
better.
needs an actual healing spell, I think.
Oh, really?
I feel considerably better. And considerably...
I knew you would.
The elf's gonna cast second level healing word on Eirys.
Eirys just like pulls her cloak apart and she's like a pin cushion and
Yeah.
no.
leaking blood.
She got
Oh no.
Well, you're not
Oh,
bleeding
all
out at
over the
least. I helped
carpet.
with that.
There's literally probably a pool around her feet right now. She's getting
What?
kind of pale and faint.
Well, I think it's more that your bandages are just soaked through at this point.
what that healing.
It
She's
is
on 7 health points.
Yeah,
11 hit points to Eirys.
you had 3.
11 magic. Oh wow, 3. Jesus, that fight was so cool.
Yeah.
That was a cool fight.
That's why I tried to do something, even though I'm not a medicine person.
Eirys, are you still in need of healing?
I'll be fine. I just need rest.
I think as long as we
At least, please, take one of these, and he hands you a good bear. Just.
I have one issue to raise.
Oh.
The Syndicate are going to come for Kylan in the morning. Kylan would be there. We have until morning, hopefully, to be free of the Syndicate. But if we wait till morning to get your son, the Syndicate may already be tracking us down by then.
You should get him tonight. You know where he is, right?
That's true. We don't have much time, you're correct. I mean, I would imagine that if you were attacked in your tavern, there may already be guards there. Right?
Oh, that's true.
I would imagine you probably...
We gotta get that kid, then.
I guess we could do that.
That's right. There's not much time to lose.
I mean, I don't necessarily need to take a rest right now.
I mean, if you wanted to come, that's fine. If you also needed to rest, I mean, my dear, what's your name? Sorry, it indicates to Eirys. Eirys.
She needs to rest.
Respectfully, you need to rest. Kylan? Yes, dear? You stay behind as well, okay? I'm going to head to the boarding school. If anyone wants to come with me, that's fine. I wouldn't recommend either Eirys. Arthrin, God bless you. You stay where you are. I'll accept help, but don't feel beauty bound. Might be nice to have some extra bodies just in case.
You three are good at magic.
Would it be of any assistance to have someone appearing as your friend here? Walking you through the city? Would that be safer?
Could be more dangerous.
It's true. Kylan has... We've
her
effectively
to
made ourselves targets.
Oh, he's the one they're trying to kill.
Yes.
We don't want to be seen at all, preferably.
I understand now. No, that would be a terrible idea.
If you don't want to be seen, I've got one shot left.
I can turn into a horse.
What?
I can go faster as a horse.
That's
that would
good,
save
but
time.
not stealthy.
Yeah, it wouldn't be very quiet, but it would save time. Maybe if time is of the essence, that's what we need.
Turn two of us invisible for an hour.
An hour?
I could also turn into a horse.
For an hour?
Yeah, for an hour.
Then I think just two people should.
I lose concentration.
I think if just two of us went, Maureen, I guess me, I don't.
It would probably take longer to go up to the upper city, pick up my son, and bring him back here. It would take longer than an hour. It would be more likely that an hour would be a good amount of time if... What's your name? Sorry, indicating Nuru?
Nuru?
In fact, why don't we go around the room, okay? Because I don't know all of your names, and I get very flustered when I don't know. I know you, Eirys. Nuru, you've offered
Hello, my name's Brüz.
Can I roll insight on this?
Yeah, go for it.
Because she, really wants to know our names, and that could be innocent, but it could be, I want to remember all your names and faces so that I can,
That's a valid point. We're not going to be with her for very long. She could
one's that nice.
No one.
And, I mean, all this subterfuge has made Nuru a little more paranoid than she normally would be.
I appreciate that.
That's a character choice, ladies and gentlemen. A character choice right there. Cool. What's the roll?
I can only do what I can.
Alright,
Totally into her.
This is insight, so I rolled a 16 plus 6, that's 22.
She wants to know your names because it's likely that you guys will be working together, and knowing each other's names is conducive to proper teamwork. She's a professional in her air, which is a bit. It's good, but obviously there's an element of formality there that you.
Yeah.
You were wondering.
It's not something Nuru's used to.
Yeah.
Given her background.
So you're wondering if it's her being kind of suspicious, but no, she's just
No, she's just a noble. That's normal.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. Sorry, I'm gonna go Jody. I'm gonna go Brüz. I'm gonna go Ella. Jody.
Oh, that's
What
great.
does Maureen look like?
Let me describe her to you. She's a woman in her late 40s. She has tied up into a bun on the back of her hair with a few wisps kind of loose, sort of greying brown hair. She has a mildly made up face with some very vivid sort of black eyeliners that points at the edges of her eyes. Her eyebrows are thin. You get the sense from your passive insight that she's continually sort of like she occasionally touches them in a way that's a bit self-conscious. She has light-coloured lipstick that's attempting to kind of look natural and conceal the effects of age. She has a kind of jerkin that's sort of a faded red over a fairly noble gold ornate dress. You can see on her left-hand side there's a green material that has sort of interlaced golden thread, belonging indeed that she is a noble. And from the sense that you get from her, she genuinely wants to help. And she's genuinely feeling afraid for her son. And she sees you as powerful individuals who have the power to make a choice as to how you proceed. Be it try to rescue Anya or get the hell out of town. As you're watching Kylan move around, he's frustratedly shifting. You get the sense that he sees you all as mighty. He sees you all as strong, and he's wondering why you specifically, Eirys, are being so hesitant to break in, capture Anya, get out of town, and stick it to the Syndicate, just the way that he dreams that he could. I'll continue trying to play your passive insight, because I know that I haven't done that very well so far. Cool. Sorry, Brüz.
Brüz is quite besotted by the lady. She reminds him of...
Can you say that again, bud?
Reminds him of his mother.
Okay.
Brüz is quite taken by... she reminds him of mother.
Yeah.
So he's sort of smiling politely and listening as carefully as he can.
Sure. So as she indicates to... Okay, apparently loading interruptions on stream. I'm gonna do the best that I do the best I can. In essence, when she kind of gets up and she moves to the door, saying, "Right, Yell, I'm going to take your offer of turning invisible. If it's only going to be two of us, who's coming?"
I mean, the rest of you look exhausted. Otherwise, I wouldn't. But
I can go.
It
out
might
of
be.
character, are you?
Huh?
Out of character, you're also in need of a long rest.
Oh, do I? Am I tired?
If you guys make it to tomorrow morning, it's now like 1 a.m. If you make it to the morning and you haven't slept, it'll be a con save or a point of exhaustion.
Okay, maybe not then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she wouldn't offer. Then she knows.
I'm the only one who's not in danger of becoming exhausted in the next 24 hours.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, because you took your trance rest over the watch, didn't you? Yeah. So you're rested. She kind of makes eye contact with you, Brüz, and kind of smiles again and squeezes your hand as she stands up. Right then. Thank you so much for your help. These magical effects aren't common, and I am very grateful.
How many people are going?
At the moment, it's Kyro and it's just Maureen.
I'll go.
My dear, please, I must insist. You need to rest.
If
You're
any
badly
more of
wounded.
those show up, you're going to need more than 2 people.
Well, the goal is
You
not to be
want to fight?
seen.
I'm going to accept any help that I can get. I'm not going to try and force you to do something,
you
but
will be the last to help them. You are definitely in need of the most rest. And I shan't have your sense of sensibility stop you from being sensible and getting rest.
I hope that comforts you if they get attacked.
They won't be attacked. They'll be invisible.
And if we were
If you were
attacked,
listening,
She's as much of a target as Kylan.
yeah, so
They
are you.
moved her to that place because she's a target, right?
Yes, but you're also a target. Remember?
The only person confirmed to be a target at the moment is Slip, isn't it? The assassin was sent to kill him. He actually physically stabbed me, it must be said.
Oh, need healing.
I wasn't going to say anything, but I'm losing quite a lot of blood. I'm losing quite a...
You guys just need to tell me.
I'm sorry. Listen, Ella, I'm sorry.
there's a lot of no-helpians around here.
Well, maybe that should change. I'm willing to freaking try a teleportation spell. I'm just saying.
Yeah, and if we find...
Whereabouts can you go with your spell?
Ideally, we
Where are
won't.
the places you can go?
I've seen the teleportation circle at the Farinloth Temple of Helm.
Temple of Helm? Sounds pleasant.
Farinloth.
Mm-hmm.
It would be... If we could find where Anya is, then all we'd have to do... We wouldn't even have to work... Like, even if they saw us or were chasing us or something, we'd have to just get close enough to her to teleport her out. Like, we wouldn't have to worry about an exit strategy.
I mean, according to the description of this spell, every second counts. It's a minute to cast it.
Oh yeah.
If you felt like
Okay, well we could lock ourselves in a room and then
No, our exit strategy. Oh, Ella?
never mind. Forget
Ella.
I said that.
Ella.
Sorry, Ella, you look like you're about to explode.
I want to hear from Ella.
Did you just say you saw teleportation circle in the Temple of Hell in front?
Yes. Why?
Yes.
What are you talking about?
I'm there.
Sorry?
What?
That's my temple.
That's your... Hang on a minute. Give me that necklace. He kind of like rustles over, kind of looks
He
at it.
slapped him.
Oh!
He slapped.
Don't
No,
manhandle
Ow!
me,
Grabbed
lady.
the necklace.
Mortally wounded, lady! Mortally wounded!
Well, you
Jeez.
shouldn't have grabbed her necklace.
I wanted
You
to
gotta
check. I
ask.
wanted to check the fucking hell. She
You
kind
still
of.
gotta ask.
Young
Yeah,
man,
ask.
remember your manners.
I'm sorry. I'm just
Goodness me.
excited. I've never met any. Show me your necklace. Show me your focus.
Ask politely. That's not polite.
Thank you, Brüz.
Say the magic word.
Show me
Fucking stab me.
No.
Your- dearest
What?
Ella.
No.
No.
Please,
Yes.
Former.
please, Ella. Could you show me your necklace?
Okay, maybe without the evil glare.
Sorry. Please.
Okay. She turns her necklace. She brings her necklace out and still holds it, but holds it out to him.
Yeah. He kind of takes up. That's definitely the Eye of Helm.
Well, I knew that's the Eye of Helm.
Hey, I was just checking. I was just verifying. You got to know that your sources are accurate. It's important. I'm losing quite a lot of blood. Have you healed me yet? It doesn't feel like it.
Have
might
have
not
another
after
one
you
of
really nick
good
my necklace.
battles.
Ella,
Yes.
healing slap him.
Oh! Why that?
Roll a sleight of hand on that comment. He's going to roll a deception. Oh, the fucker rolled well. He rolled well.
A sleight of hand for the comment.
Or a stealth, whichever one you want.
Oh, it was a natural 20.
Natural 20? He doesn't get it. He's completely none the wiser.
So 24 is the total. But
He's none the wiser. He's very... It's just the subtlest breathe that just gets to the edge of Ella's hearing and she twigs, but she doesn't show that she's heard. You're gonna healing slap
You two
him?
have great communication skills.
It's true. Developed over multiple high-risk situations in which they nearly died.
just a silver tongue.
That's right.
Excuse me?
Gesundheit.
Tiefling's demons.
What's the healing?
10.
10.
Did
You just kind of,
first
he
level
just kind of,
healing.
he kind of like just loses focus for a bit. You get the sense that the loss of blood plus the fact he hasn't slept yet is starting to get to him, and just. Ah!
Yeah, I'm not going into the sewers with anyone who hasn't slept.
Oh, somehow that really. Oh, thanks. That really helped. Appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Like me to try it too?
Dear God, no. Thank you.
Are you certain?
Well, I mean, I'm okay. I mean, we're about to sleep. Listen. I could explain to you
Judas.
the magical manifested effect of healing of long rest.
Okay,
Right? The
go
magical
ahead.
energies in the air of the continent manifest while individuals are resting, completely healing their wounds. It's something that happens. Don't fucking know why. No one's sure why. But it's something that many wizards have studied. This healing isn't necessary. Do you know what? I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna. Yeah.
Very well.
Yeah. All right. God bless you. Kind of
Alright,
shuffles
so-
away. He takes the key and heads to the room.
Either we go get her son tonight or we don't.
Maureen's.
Right.
I
Maur-
think we gotta
Maureen's.
get her son.
Maureen's still up. I was under the impression that you and I were going. Are we not?
Looks at Eirys.
Yes.
Yes.
Eirys, if you're gonna go, I'll go in your place. You need rest.
You can come with us to there and, I guess, cast invisibility on us, and then on our way back.
That's a
Because-
better.
And then it
That's
just
better.
Try to-
Yes.
be a horse running through the streets with no rider.
No.
Alternatively, we might sneak through the streets and use the invisibility them when we need it. Excuse
That's
me.
exactly what I said.
Yes.
That's
Sorry.
also a very good idea.
No, it's fine.
Yeah. I apologize.
You don't need to.
Ella.
Ella.
Is Eirys still looking a bit badly beaten up?
Hmm.
She's about 50%.
It's better, but she ain't great.
If you guys look
Okay.
on the Twitch
You're about to do a long rest. Might as well heal her.
attachment on D&D Beyond, you'll see that Eirys is currently on 18 out of 36 hit points. Sorry, I'm going to be quiet now.
Hmm.
Just because Ella knows that Eirys is quite stubborn and is probably gonna go, she's
Please
just gonna
heal
go
her.
up to Eirys and cast Cure Wounds at 3rd level, and she
Oh.
gets
Good.
19 points of healing.
She like
Oh, you're my
starts to lean
favorite.
away, and then she's just like, oh, like, oh, it happened anyway.
No, come back. You're
Bring it
not
in.
gonna go away.
So in this,
Sometimes you have to do
Oh,
things
oh, no, I
that
did
make
that
you
damage. Now I'm on
uncomfortable
death save.
in order to ensure your survival.
You also have fix. You were at 18 plus 19 gives you
How do
39,
I get out of this?
37.
You cannot. You
Okay,
will
okay,
not.
okay. Sorry, I was at 18.
19,
So
darling.
at
Save
19, so you go back to full.
Ella, you watch as you lay hands on Eirys' side. There's a bit of exposed skin on her arm that you place your hand on, and light floods into her body through your fingers. And you can see that the puncture wounds around her body begin shining, and almost like a reverse burning sensation. When you see fire spread over paper, the reverse happens, sealing up the wounds around her body, and the light is closed inside. And stored inside there, the radiant energy repairs all of the internals, making Eirys feel good as new.
Thank you, Ella.
I put my hands on my hips and go, not too bad if I say so myself.
I was
Brüz,
thanking her just because
Brüz leans
I
leans
wanted
over
to.
to offer a high five. Well done, little one.
Thank you.
You are
Webcams, guys.
always
we should
impressive.
do something special for Ella someday.
Don't
So,
get killed.
Arthrin,
I
Kylan.
will do my best.
So the individuals going to the boarding school are Kyro, Yell, and Maureen.
Yell's going to leave once we get there so that he can come back and rest.
Okay, sure thing.
But yes, he's coming with us.
So he'll come with you to the school, cast invisibility, then come back, giving you guys stealth to
Get the job done.
Get the job done.
out.
Maureen kind of cocks her head. She's like, well, maybe invisibility will be necessary if it's needed. But I see no issue, even if it's late, with coming in, saying there's a family emergency and taking the child away. I'm the legally registered guardian of my son. I don't think we'll need to necessarily be invisible unless anything goes wrong.
True, but the Syndicate is using your son as bait to lure Kylan here for some reason, so I imagine he's being watched.
We're not going to let that happen.
Make you and your son invisible as you leave. So then you've got an hour of invisibility.
To get back. I'd say it was about maybe between an hour and 2 to get to the school from here. We can double time it. We can make it in an hour. It'll be exhausting, but we'll... Sorry, Ella. Sorry.
Oh, no. She's just putting her hand up. She's just got...
Oh.
Do you guys have cloaks?
I mean, I've got my
Would
jerkin here.
Looks down at his green waistcoat and white t-shirt. Nope.
Eirys picks up a cloak and I'll
Brüz, could we borrow yours?
bring it back or I'll kill you.
I don't doubt that.
Don't mind the blood.
If you could.
Is it going to be a problem?
If you know how to flick the hood up properly, it can make itself look different at times.
Yes, I noticed.
You've got a cloak that can do that. Oh, just...
I mean, that sounds like it'd be very helpful.
Get you a cloak.
Yes, that's the only reason I bring it up.
Okay, Brüz unclasps it and sort of shrugs it off his shoulders and kind of shivers for a moment and hands it over.
Great, thank you. Are you all right?
What? Yeah, it's just I've not had that off in a while.
We'll take good care.
I will be fine.
Okay.
I know it is in good hands. When you want it to look away, you picture it in your mind and you flick on the hood.
Okay.
Try it.
Okay. She sweeps it on, and she's going to make an Arcana roll. Black. Hood up. Goes back to its original color. That seems to work. Yeah, it seems to work.
And if you need
like
to
a free
change it to
invisibility
something else,
practically.
you drop it back and flick it up again.
Okay.
Try something floral. Just for your mind. It's important.
Right. She'll get advantage on the roll for that.
Floral.
Alright, if you're going in to get your son, what should I be doing?
Bright,
I mean-
luminescent pink.
Oh.
Oh, these are not the roses I was thinking of. All right. You keep on coaching her, and she eventually gets it to regularly turn into the colours that she's willing it to be. It will help when it comes to the stealth.
When you're in a moment when you really need it to be one thing, you need to know that one thing.
Yeah, I think I understand. What a day.
If your son is the same
Don't
size
run
as
it.
me,
Yes.
Don't run it too long, it gets a little tattered.
Thank you, Brüz. Sorry, Ella. What was that?
oh, if your son's the same size as me, he can easily hide underneath the cloak.
Oh yes. If you need
Can
to,
we
you
do that?
can let it out longer and
I've heard he's
Brothers.
around my age. I imagine he's at least half human.
He's full human. And I would say, proportionality-wise, a little bit shorter than Eirys. He's tall for his age, but he's a teen.
you will
Alright.
find the cloak will let itself out quite well. You can just drape it around his shoulder,
All right. I'll
drag a cap over his head.
I'll give that a go. Anyway, we must get going, otherwise we're not going to make it before daybreak. Come on.
Away we go.
Yeah.
You guys leave the house. And Yell, anything from you?
Yeah, just as Kyro and Maureen have gone outside, Yell is going to put the door to a second and just, 1 second. And
Yeah, sure, we'll wait.
turn back to the others
Mm-hmm.
and just be like, Plains Road, evil mayor with Syndicate. And just kind of,
Political differences.
We'll deal with that another
What?
time.
Evil mayor?
okay. Alright,
I was thinking that.
well, get some rest. Alright.
Yes.
I don't. Yell. I don't have any. I can't send sending at the moment.
Neither can I.
Okay.
Don't die.
Yeah. What Eirys
I
said.
won't, because then you can't kill me to get your cloak back.
And I still need to punch you at some point.
I thought it was a
Oh,
stab.
no. Stab you, yeah.
Stab punch, what's the difference?
Don't disappoint me. I'd be
Okay.
looking forward to that.
Alright, I'll try not to. And I pop up the hood. And I'm like,
You
"Alright,
guys
couple hours.
head
Get
on.
some rest."
I'll come to that in a bit. You guys will go to bed unless you tell me otherwise. Nah.
I do want to do a bit of RP with Arthrin.
Sure. Anybody
Brüz
else?
will find a
I
chair.
don't mind waiting though.
Brüz will find a chair. I do want to do anything specific, Brüz, or is it just to settle down?
Brüz is he will take a little bit of time to get settled as he's not
Doesn't have his cloak on. It's the first time he's been without his
He
cloak.
will find a
Hmm.
he will find a seat near to the door,
Mm-hmm.
where he can stretch his legs out a bit.
Yeah.
But that if the door opens, it will kick his it will sort of just
Good
land
man.
against his feet. It won't wake him,
Yeah.
but it will come to a stop there.
Sure. All right. Ella, what are you doing?
Valuable person.
She is going to say a prayer and meditate and ask Helm to protect Yell and the others. As
Aww.
she's at the moment. So yes. And then she will just drift off to sleep.
So sweet.
Kyro, you're out with the others. Yell, you're out with the
Yes.
others. Nuru, you doing anything before bed?
I guess curling up in a ball. You know, like
Roll-
you do.
Roll for comfort.
How many times
She
needs to
crit
circle?
at comfort. She's so comfy. She is an orb.
Does this inspire her in the morning?
Gain a point of inspiration.
Yeah!
Hey!
Hey!
Oh,
Role playing.
fucking hell. I love this. Thank you guys so
Nice
much.
work.
Cool. So, Eirys, in the tavern with the Arthrin.
Again.
Just gotta get my RP chops up because you're unbelievable at this. Hey, is there anything I can help you with? Sorry. Kind of tired.
Not help me with, but by the sounds of it, they're getting the kid and then... I mean... Are you okay with it?
No. I'm not okay with this. I thought we came here to rescue Anya.
Huh?
Is that not why we've come? It just feels like we've come up to the first hurdle and we've decided to stop.
I've been saying the whole time it was too dangerous.
Well, I suppose that means you get what you want, doesn't it?
I wanted her to be saved, Arthrin. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Kylan. I didn't come here to die.
None of us have come here to die. Just, you get the sense that... He kind of looks around. He's going to roll perception. He sees Brüz settling down. I'm assuming that Brüz is just in the primary space. Yeah. Nothing else. Kylan has done something for us that I don't think has happened yet, and I don't think that you understand. And that is he's put faith in us. he believes that we can do it. There's a certain... The cold logic is the Syndicate are far too large and far too powerful for us to have a hope. But somehow he still thinks that we can do it. Somehow he still believes that together we can achieve this. I don't know, I was just thinking that maybe he was right.
Perhaps he is, but perhaps he's not. And perhaps he all would have died trying. All of us dead, and Anya unsaved. At least if we leave, we all live.
Hmm?
I don't like either.
Oh. Jodie's gone frozen. Oh. Hang on.
I'm gonna have a chat with Arthrin.
Yeah.
Later.
Jump in there. Later on. Well, I mean, it'll probably have
Yeah.
to be tomorrow at this rate because you guys are out.
Hands up until she returns.
Nah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Chat with everyone, actually. We're still gonna rescue Anya.
Oh no.
That's a real shame because both of the things I wanted to do
Well-
involved Eirys.
Babe,
In the meantime,
But until she gets back, there's a whole nother scene we can do.
yeah, should we get cracking with that and then we can double back to it?
Yeah, as soon as she
Oh.
comes back.
What?
Oh,
Jodie,
There is a Romo Jojo.
try disconnecting, reconnecting.
Jodie, can you hear us? That's great, isn't it? Just
She's trying. She's trying.
I tried messaging.
It's
not-
just you.
I'm just glad.
Oh.
I'm just glad it's not me this time.
Oh, there we go.
You
There
want
she
hotspot now?
is.
Are you okay?
Yay!
I'm on my phone hotspot right now. I don't know how I look
Oh.
or sound.
You
Well,
sound
you
sound
look-
okay.
You are
Sound
fine.
good.
Do I look all?
No, you're fine.
You're okay.
Are you going to be all right?
Okay.
We were about to start the
Yeah.
other scene, but we can carry on with this one if you're okay for it.
Sorry, I'll carry on here, but let me know if it goes all funny.
Sure. All right.
I think my internet's just having a moment.
Yeah, sure. Where were you? You
Poor
were.
Arthrin.
Arthrin was basically pouring out his heart and saying, you know,
No.
because
I believe
Kylan
in us.
Kylan has put faith in the party, which is new for him, for somebody to have put faith in him, and he had believed him as well, which is obviously the reason he liked him so much, right? Because he had
I
been
have
putting.
faith in Arthrin.
So your response was, but we could still fail. You want to carry on from there, or?
The last bit I said, and I don't know if you caught it all, was that maybe he was right, but maybe he was wrong as well. We could have all died. Anya could have died. We could have died.
Yes.
And that if it had been anywhere else, from anyone else, Eirys would have helped, and he knows that, right?
Okay. He's going to roll insight on that.
You're asking her to do something possibly hard.
If he rolls a 16 on insight, you're not trying to
beats
hide
the
anything,
deception.
right? He beats the deception.
Passive deception. It beats her passive, but I would beat her passive deception, but she's being absolutely genuine.
Okay.
She would have
Yeah.
if it had been anyone but Syndicate.
Given everything we've gone through, of course I believe you. This is so fucked up. It's like Anya is the last family that I ever had. But you guys have become my family as well. And of course I don't want to do anything that's going to kill us. Maybe you guys are right.
They want her for something. Maybe they'll keep her alive. Maybe we can get stronger, and maybe someday we'll be a better match for the Syndicate.
You do look proper fucked though, against that assassin. Like, you're.
One more hit, and I was dead. And I know them well. Better than most people here.
He kind of, the fatigue is something that you really get from him, and you get he's high strung, and he's frustrated, and he's angry, and he's emotional, but he kind of just lets the tiredness kind of just exhale out of him, and he closes his eyes and he goes, let's go. Is there anything else, or can I go to sleep?
She kind of hesitates for a moment. Kind of just like gives him a reassuring like rub on the shoulder. Good night, Arthrin. I suppose I'll see when the rings will sharing.
I'll see you in a second. Kind of looks around. I have a feeling you've got another engagement. He stands up and he walks past, and as you follow him walk away, Kylan is leaning against the bar with his arms folded. Got a minute?
You know why I can't fight them, Kylan. I'm surprised you would even think I could.
He walks up to the table and he sits down. I know. It's clear you don't feel ready. I believed, and honestly, I still believe that you are ready. But I have been blinded, haven't I? I've been blinded by my own ambition and my own desire to fight, and I was hoping so much vicariously as a silly thing for a silly man to do. Of course, if I value what I'm fighting for, I shouldn't be pressuring you into doing anything that you don't want to. And I'm sorry for having you come into this town.
You're a good man, Kylan.
Thank you.
You have good intentions and you want to make the world a better place. I can't fault you for that.
But I'm stupid.
My scars are different to your scars.
I can see that now. I do have my own scars. I have my own desires. I have my own feelings. You know the reason that I came here. And I couldn't live with myself if I didn't at least see him and investigate it to the best of my ability. And you may not fully understand this, but sometimes love inspires unreasonable actions that don't make any sense. I love Maureen. Fool me, I love Maureen.
You know what? I actually like her.
Well, you should. She's a fantastic woman.
I don't like many people, but I like her. But if she was in the city the whole time, why get involved with the Syndicate at all? Why not just ask her to meet you in Littleshade? You know you can't go back there now, right? Your life's now as quality as mine, I'm afraid.
You remember the Tabaxi coming to the house, don't you?
Yes.
There was a sense of finality in that meeting. I don't think that I would have had much choice whether or not I came or whether or not I didn't.
Knowing her, no. I wouldn't have had any choice.
I think that something has changed with the Syndicate that made them make a move on one of their old enemies. I don't know whether or not that's true. I'm going on instinct here. I'm going on feelings. But I feel, had I stayed, I would have been no safer.
Probably right. Do you have a place in mind for your Maureen to go?
I mean, I'm as open to anybody. Slip appears to have written down a teleportation circle to Firenloth. That's the other side of the country. It makes about as much sense as any other. I've seen how bold the Syndicate has become. And now I understand how truly dangerous it is in here. We both know this isn't how the Syndicate usually operates. It's scary.
It concerns me the most.
It concerns me too.
I was afraid of them when I could predict them, and now I can't predict predict them.
Maybe it's best that we take this chance.
It's unpredictable.
What does he mean? A chance to attack them? Anyway.
Roll insight.
He's saying to me, Kylo. Okay, plus 9, 16.
You are 80% sure he means, because he's referenced the teleportation spell, that's what he's talking about.
Okay.
But you know him and are learning him to be a man who keeps things vague for no reason, which is annoying.
I know somewhere you can go until you have things figured out.
What do you mean?
You know that temple I mentioned?
On
Very
the
defensible.
on the top of the mountain. It's closer.
I don't
But
think there's anywhere they can't get to, but it's a good chance. It's certainly better than anywhere else I've ever known.
it's safe because it's on the top of a fucking mountain. But Farenlath seems to me to be as good. It's further away, and they will certainly have agents there, but likely their grasp will be thinner, their agents weaker. The assassin that you brought to the hotel room, that was a strong person.
Tell me about it.
I could tell just by looking at the body how able they were. That equipment. Did you pick up any of the those strange serrations, those carvings on those blades?
Kyro did.
Okay. Potentially will be useful as a weapon against them. Or indeed on whatever travels you take. If you feel you need to become more powerful before considering engaging the Syndicate again, that's fine. If you feel that you should get away and stay away for as long as you live, that is not fine. You can do whatever you choose, and there's nothing that I can do to stop that. I see that now, how stupid I was. But you must believe that you can prevail. I believe that. Your companions believe that.
Right now, Kylan, I'm just trying to survive one day to the next. I am bold if I believe I will be alive in a month's time. Let alone taking down the Syndicate.
In time. I'm old. I've reached my limit, my level, my potential. I see you, and I see your companions, and I feel you are a long way from reaching your potential. There's more to come.
You're not a fool, Kylan. You're not an idiot. But you are an idealist.
Now you're talking. He kind of leans over on the table, kind of more comfortable in your presence now than perhaps before, letting his guard down. He sighs deeply. Let's go to bed.
Now that does sound like a good idea.
Yay.
Stands up and he extends a hand to you.
Take his arm or something.
He pulls you up. He stops short of the hug and takes a step across the space to the room. Okay. That'll be everybody in the tavern.
We have to
Yeah.
do more work.
Left on my internet now and again.
Yeah.
Get back.
Okay, sure thing. So, Yell, Kyro, Maureen. You guys need to make stealth checks each.
Yes.
Maureen's going to make it with advantage because Brüz has been very kind in giving her the cloak.
Yay.
Brüz can also, just before they set off, given one of them the blessing of the trickster.
Oh, okay.
Not too bad. Yay.
Okay. Kyro.
Maybe give that to Kyro.
Yeah, Kyro can roll again then.
Kyro or Yell. I'll take it, but
let me just have
don't
a
forget
quick
Yell's
look at
coming
the
too.
background of the
Plus
thing,
2
excuse
stealth.
me, the thing.
Yeah, help Yell!
Okay. Yeah, advantage on all
Plus your
on all stealth
friend.
checks for an hour.
In-
So
Okay, so you're going to stay
That's
awake for an extra
pretty
hour,
good.
just staying concentrated on that. You're going to give it to Kyro or Yell?
is it?
It's a blessing, yeah, you don't have to concentrate.
Oh, okay.
you can give it to
It lasts for an hour. Yeah, it's just
whichever.
before Kyro leaves. Before they
Yell
leave
is a
Brüz,
brighter color.
Oh, you do make a good point.
Not that I wouldn't appreciate
Which-
it, but
Okay.
I am a dark blue.
well,
yes,
yeah,
you are.
but
It's a very
I'm just
handsome
dark.
color. Well, that's true, but that doesn't mean that you're not capable of.
Just flip a coin. We need to leave.
He looks backwards and forwards between the two of you, and he reaches in towards Kyro and sort of pinches your cheeks very sort of gently. He goes, "You're the one who's going to use it the best." Pats him on the head and goes off to the chair to fall asleep.
Okay.
He's such a sweet old man. Okay.
In which case, I got a 19.
Okay.
17 plus 2.
Oh, let me use my
18
advantage.
18 for Maureen.
Slightly better. It's not bad.
Slightly.
It's not bad. It's not bad. I have modifiers. It'll make it better.
Okay.
Let me see. 15 plus 7, 22.
22.
Yes.
Pretty high rolls all around. You guys are able to make your way
Yay.
through. That about halfway along the way, so about half an hour into the journey, you hear the footsteps of an oncoming pair of guards. You stick to the shadows, and they walk immediately past you. Neither of them looking left to where you're crouched in an alleyway. Maureen kind of
Excellent.
sees them pass and goes, "I think we're good." You guys continue along your way. It's a gentle incline up to a sort of a cloister wall that's made up of archways after archway after archway linked with these central pillars. There's a short walkway. You step across to the other side of it, and you're at the edge of a large quad. There's a pathway that goes through the middle and horizontally across, splitting it into quarters. But there are patches of grass, 4 of them. Is
Big patches of grass.
this how it's going to be? Anyway, let me get back to it.
Being stealthy.
In the middle of this quad, there's what appears to be a fountain, and there are some kind of levers to summon water to 4 different bowls, one north, one south, one east, one west. And there's a statue in the center of a high noble who's very, very young, maybe the depictions of his early teens. Seems to be carved out of a stone base, but like maybe a kind of metallic sort of lead material. And yeah, sorry?
What's the race makeup? Is it a human?
It's a human. Yeah.
Okay.
This
Typical.
the statue that me and Ella followed Kylan to when we were being sneaky and investigating him.
No, you've gone past the market squares. You actually passed that earlier, and this is it's some kind of academic figure with a funny piece of headwear that's like a kind of hat but flat on the top and
I don't know
angled in
how
awkward
comfortable
places,
I am with...
and like a tassel coming off the side. It's weird. And then
Wow.
and so you are on the bottom right corner. On the right hand side, you can see a large building with a clock tower at the front of it. And actually, it's come up to 1:30. As you guys walk into the quadrangle, you hear a dong 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 of half past the hour. You got
Must be annoying.
you got Maureen kind of like leans to you and goes, "Yes, Theo had to learn to sleep through it." She kind of indicates that there is the main lecture building where the clock tower is. On the opposite side, you've got all of the bedrooms, and then those 2 buildings that are on the either side of the main clock tower building. Those are other classrooms. you guys make your way across. She stops attempting to be subtle, like sneaky at this point, and just kind of walks across. She gets to the center of the quadrangle where the statue is. She's halfway between where you were in this main cloister and halfway across to this academic building, red brick with regular windows, a dorm of some kind, and the door opens. Yellow light is thrown out into the quadrangle space, and a high elf male kind of steps out and goes, "Good evening. Who's that? It's very late." It's a high elf dressed in a deep purple overcoat over a grey waistcoat with golden buttons fastening it. There's a bit of a podge of a belly from underneath where the waistcoat ends and before his trouser begins. He wears a monocle and has a specific tone as he kind of strides across. "Who are you and what are you doing?" My name's Maureen Plainstrode, Councillor Maureen Plainstrode." "Oh, Councillor, what may I do for you?" She kind of like puts her finger on her nose for a minute, makes a history check. "Ruthburn, isn't it?" Yes. Lewis Ruthburn, senior academic. How can I help you?" "I've come here to pick up my son. There's a family emergency that needs his attention right away." "Ah. Well, this is very irregular. We don't usually accept pupils going home until previously booked leave weekends. We should have been known in advance."
Emergency.
There is an emergency. It is quite urgent. She's going to make her roll with advantage because she's using her rank. He kind of awkwardly shuffles.
She says, "Mum."
Yeah, awkwardly shuffles. Just like, "Well, I suppose you better come in so we can get them together." She kind of like looks around. Have you guys followed her at this point, or are you still at the cloister?
Oh, man, this is the tough part because I'm not sure if we're supposed to be going in with her, but we probably should. But also, we don't want to be seen.
Can I get passive
Is there a way
perception
to
from both of
accomplish
you?
that?
Of the trick. You
Passive perception.
take the advantage you
12. Kira, what's your
True.
passive perception?
14, I think. Yeah.
14. I'm going to say that it's enough. You're umming and ahhing. You see Yell half stepping out into the moonlight that's shining from the side of this cloister archway, and the Ruthburn turns to go back into the academic building, the dormitory, and she turns and she goes,
Wait. Okay.
and you see that you kind of like grab Yell's shoulder and kind of she turns, she walks in.
Okay.
You wait a few minutes. Wait a few more.
Oh, I hate this.
A fly lands on Yell's shoulder.
It's annoying.
Dexterity check.
Just dexterity check, yeah?
It's a Syndicate Druid.
Just stab.
Awkward thing. There's
Just a
no-
general dexterity check, please.
That will be a 13.
The flies lives another day.
You don't see where the fly is, and then between your finger, flies away. The door opens, and Ruthburn comes out, kind of looking to the left and to the right. In fact, he's going to make a perception check. He rolled a 2. He doesn't see you. He kind of beckons out,
see
and
anything.
you see Maureen come out with a moderately lanky,
Good.
kind of a little bit acne-ridden human male, kind of roughly her height. Actually, we're talking maybe 5'7" but yeah, he seems to be teenage. He comes out.
No, he's young. He's a
He
child.
appears to be hastily dressed, and he has a look of confusion and half tiredness as he's just like kind of eyeing his
Be the
mum.
time to grab
As
the important things.
they kind of walk past, Ruthburn's folding his arms, looking very concerned and serious, and as they kind of move outside of his zone of control, he shakes his head and he turns around and goes back in and closes the door behind him. Maureen walks all the way across the quad to where you are, and he's whispering furiously at her as they go. And as they approach, you hear him. What are you talking about? Why do we gotta get out of town? I'm doing really well. My academics have been...
Sorry, your life's ruined now. I don't say that out loud. I'm just thinking it.
Kind of like sees you two. You kind of like sharp-edged, honed adventurers. He's kind of like, Maureen looks at him. Stay quiet. We're going out of town. Everything will be fine. These people are our friends, and they are here to help. All right. Hi.
Good morning.
Maureen goes, we should go.
Let's
Come on.
move quickly and quietly.
I'd like you to roll. And I'd like you to roll with disadvantage because you've got a teenage kid with you.
The teenage kid can be invisible, right?
Mm-hmm. I can cast invisibility on 2 people.
Who will you cast invisibility on?
Well,
Maybe Maureen could give Yell the cloak, and both of them two could be invisible.
That's not a bad idea. Do you know how this works?
I know
Were
my
you
way
paying
around
attention?
Magic things.
All right. Again, thank you so much for your help.
You're welcome.
Sooner we're out of here, the
So
better.
Yell's just double cloaking at the moment.
Yeah, cloak on cloak.
Because he's got Eirys' cloak on, and then he's got Brüz's
Twice
cloak
as
on.
hidden.
Make a con save.
What?
I'd get this.
19.
Have faith.
22.
You are. It's a warm old experience, but you're able to keep the worst of the sweat away. You let the cool, nice air kind of cool the underarm regions. And you got it. You got it nailed. You guys make your way back through. Those two have got. He's just got a straight roll. She's got advantage. Roll stealth again. I'll say by this point, Blessing of the Trickster has faded.
What? Oh, okay.
Yep.
I have the advantage because of that cloak.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. I'll say that the cloak can give you advantage. Yeah.
no advantage, but you don't need advantage.
That is a 16 plus 2 is 18.
18.
Let's see. I think my roll's the same as last time. 'Cause it's a 5. Yeah.
So 22. Okay, so you both like sticking to the shadows, even though they are invisible. You get the sense that Maureen is struggling to stay within arm's reach of Theo, and Theo is stuttering around. His feet are shuffling. He's walking really slowly. Guys, teenagers walk really slow. Sorry, that's some of my real life like stuff coming out there. Sorry.
You get trapped behind them in the halls.
If you're walking along a pathway, right, and you're going really slowly, and there's someone behind you who's like,
I'm one of those.
hurry up! Sorry, I'm fine.
I feel
I always
attacked.
like to weave.
I have a similar love for the need for a T-shirt that says "Keep Left."
Yeah, totally.
People will step to their left
Yep,
when approaching.
absolutely.
So I can step to my left.
Hmm.
It'll all work.
That's
I would
right.
even wear a keep right one if I was in such a place in the world that was important.
Hmm. Okay. What am I going to say? Yeah. So you guys are stealthy enough, but they are making a lot of noise down to the point where, at a separate part of town, there
Can
are.
you just stop the child?
I mean, as you're moving along, you stop several times and be like, shh, and then the shuffling stops, and then you carry on. The shuffling begins again, and then it goes out of earshot because they're so far behind.
Can you just carry this child or something?
I mean, I can turn off the invisibility and we could float him along.
Did you hear that?
better?
You hear the echoing of a pair of guards' voices, another patrol going around the town, and they can hear as one of them, probably Theo, clips something off the end of a barrel and a box falls, scattering
Yo,
its
can you-
contents everywhere, and they kind of come walking along. They don't see you, but they're invisible, right? So they can't see them, but they approach
Exactly,
where
but
the
they
barrel
hear them.
is, and they kind of have...
Let's pretend it's us making the noise.
They kind of look around just like, what on earth? You think it might have been a cat or something? Yeah, maybe. Shit. Probably worth checking out the alleyways in case it's any thief or something. Yeah.
I'm gonna pretend to be mugging Yell if they happen to
I was gonna go
see
with
us.
drunk.
Okay.
Okay, that works too. That's better. I like your idea better.
They make
I'll
an investigation
follow
check. They roll a
you.
12.
Maybe they won't notice us at all, though.
I mean, if you're pretending to be drunk and you're in the alleyway that's adjacent to them, they go up to the front
just
of the
be
alleyway.
fast.
They look inside, and are you pretending to be drunk here? What are you going to do?
Do you just pretend to be drunk on me?
What?
I'm just gonna look.
Drink.
Kind of walks. They both walk up to him. So, Kyro, are you still hidden, or is Yell the one hiding, like coming out, or?
Fuck. I'm gonna be hidden until it's unnecessary, until I need to help him.
Make another stealth check as they approach, because they're getting into this space. They're focusing on Yell, so get advantage on that.
Oh, fuck, I don't need it, although I'll roll again.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna take the 19.
Okay, that's 20...
26.
Okay, 26. So yeah, basically there's like there's a fence at the end of this alleyway, and you can see a little cubby hole where the roof of one building comes down, and the eaves kind of have a gap in. You just hole yourself up, and you're in there. The silhouette of your body almost acts as the last little slat on this eave in this building, so you disappear. You're gone. Yell's out there, kind of stumbling around. They come up to you. Hey, oi! Isn't this a bit late? Isn't it a bit late for you to be out gallivanting?
Trying to find my way home. / to an inn.
Passive persuasion will do its work. They look at each other and both just kind of go... and they start laughing, and they kind of just... Oh, come on, mate. And
I made the right decision.
One of them grabs your left arm, one of them grabs your right, and they kind of move you to the end of the alleyway. They kind of go, okay, mate, which way do you live? What's the name of your road?
Point in
the
general.
one with the crown in something.
Deception.
Natural 20, so +7.
Oh! Sorry, we need to go back over what you just came up with at the top of your head.
It's the one with the crown in king place thing.
Oh, crown in place? Yeah. You want to go down here, and then it's if you go about half a mile, it's on the left, mate. Are you going to be all right? Do you need one of us to come with you?
I got it.
Jesus. No, are you sure?
Yeah, I got it.
Fucking hell, mate. Jesus, you get the smell over here, Jeff. Yeah, man, fuck. They kind of let you go. They kind of go, all right. And they go away, and they are laughing at each other. They're shaking their heads. They're just like...
You just smell like that?
So rolling a natural 20 on the deception is that you randomly chose words, and it happens to be a street name. That's
It wouldn't even
amazing.
matter if it wasn't a street name. It's just that it sounds coherent enough. All right.
Yeah. So yeah, you.
I'm relieved that I trusted in your abilities.
Yeah. Passive persuasion, passive deception. There's nothing I can do. Anyway, cool.
Good.
So you guys are able to make your way back. You kind of feel as you see the guards go away, you feel a tap on your shoulder, turn around, no one's there. It's Maureen. Well done. That was pretty scary.
Well, part of my forte is acting.
Maybe you should show me sometime. Come on, let's keep going. A few minutes later, as you're going along the streets, the invisibility spell
I don't know
fades.
if it's going to work, but I'm going to kind of quietly just make a bird call to let Kyro know that it's clear.
Oh, I've been
I don't know where
watching.
Kyro went.
Yeah, Kira.
That's true. I do hear your bird call, but also I'm aware of what's happening.
Okay.
Oh, I used to be able to do this so well.
Yeah. I can't do it.
Okay.
What was that?
You can do the thing where you put your hands together like this and then curve your fingers. And... I will do it. Next stream, it's happening. Anyway, so you guys make your way back to the tavern.
Yeah.
Everyone gains
guess
100
we'll
extra
just come
bonus
over to
experience
it out.
points for that, because that was hilarious.
Oh, 100 you say?
100 each, why not? Yeah.
Wait, everyone?
Everyone. This is a group. This is a team game, guys. It's a team game.
Teamwork, guys.
So yeah, you guys make your way back to the tavern, and you take your long rest. I know, 100 each. Just bold, high
Nice.
stakes.
I like it. Thank
Well
you,
done.
Mel.
You wake up the next morning. You're
Long rest.
We're all long rested.
It's been so long.
Can we actually take that 10-minute break around here, or?
what? Do we want to take a break in the game? We can do now if you like.
Is now a good time?
Now,
I don't know.
now
It's
seems
the
a
last time we
perfectly good
forgot.
time. Yeah, yeah, that's true. We do have a break time video lined up. It'll probably be pretty cool to see it. I don't know how much longer we really want to play, because Arby, you said you're done at 10, is that right?
We've only got like half an hour left.
10-ish.
We got half an hour. We could come up with what we're doing for next session. Just talk.
That's true. Or we could alternatively just kind of bring it to...
Take a stretch of the leg.
I can
I'd
s-
rather
wouldn't
get
mind.
to the.
Yeah. I've got an ideal way in which
I can
this is
hang on.
ending, specifically to the situation that you guys are in, and it will probably happen within the next half hour, depending on how much talking you guys want to do. So we'll say the no to the
45 minutes to an hour.
definitely within the next 5 hours. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, let's go
Sometime
then.
before Thursday.
Hold on, I need to let the dog out.
Free him.
Who? Hang on,
David Dog.
guys. I have a strong suspicion that one of you guys, somebody
He's
here,
been let out.
somebody here, is an owl in disguise.
What?
Who?
I said what?
What did you just say?
Amazing. Anyway, so you guys wake up, long rest, click the button, reset your spells, reset your HP, reset all the
We're
stuff,
all better.
and
I have spells back.
let's see. By the time you guys get back and take your rest, it's 6 hours for you. It's about 2 in the morning when you get back. So 8
Wait,
a.m.
wasn't Slip, Kylan, and Maureen supposed to like get out immediately, or was that just we were waiting until morning? Because
No, we were getting them in the morning so that we didn't have to wait the couple of hours in the morning.
okay.
So they need to rest as well. So they've taken
makes
their sleep. And they basically, you guys are all crammed into a single bedroom. Let me just check the dimensions of this.
Don't want to accidentally teleport the whole
moment
room.
they came in, she would have woken up and then she would have got cloak back.
Yeah.
So one of these rooms is
Everything's
about
fine. We didn't
20
die.
by 5, 10, 15, 20. 20 by 25 feet, so it's you're crammed in something fierce. There's barely enough free bed space. There are 2 beds, one of which... no, actually, Kylan would be in one of the beds. He would insist on it unless he's forced out by anybody who particularly wants to. And then
Bruce.
Maureen...
The
Being
women
a
have the
safety
beds.
house,
What's
he's in the
wrong
chair.
with you?
That's right, he's in the chair. It's a single-story tavern, so the rooms are in an adjacent corridor. But you guys are all crammed in except for Brüz. You guys wake up. At some point, Brüz, you probably think maybe I should go in and talk to people, or maybe you don't.
Or Brüz would have been up at the crack of dawn, and if the cloak hadn't been returned to him in his sleep, he would
Should be
have
returned.
gone looking.
Yell had both cloaks.
I will make sure it's
Like
returned.
immediately got up as we came in, so handed that cloak back, placed your cloak like over you, like because I assume you're sleeping on the chair. Yeah.
Yeah. He was just like legs kicked out and arms
I appreciate this.
folded.
So
like
he...
head
Yell
nodded.
placed Bruce's cloak over Bruce like a blanket.
So
Aw.
Brüz would have woken up, felt the cloak, smiled, sort of stood up, sort of thrown it over, and then he would have like flicked the hood on and off and changed it like 3 or 4 times. Once to bright flowers, and then another time to like a long silk sort of thing, and then another time to like a woven grass skirt, and then another time back to like a dark greeny sort of patchy color, and then kind of shudders a little bit, flicks it
I
off
wanna-
one more time, then flicks it just back to black, and then goes outside to find a tree, knowing like unsuccessfully probably.
Am I able to
There's
thank
probably
him
not
for
trees
letting us borrow it?
exactly outside, is there?
I'm going to say he's usually up first, so I'm going to go along with that.
No, I mean when we returned it.
When we returned it, he was asleep because it was early morning, right?
Oh, okay. Okay, my bad. I misunderstood.
But-
Okay.
Fast asleep.
But
This
Yell...
happens in the morning.
I'm going to give Yell a point of inspiration for doing that, because that's super cute.
to.
So yeah, if you want to make an investigation check to see if you can find a tree, it's an urban area, so they're not that common. You actually, amidst the shadows of the night, those that went to the boarding school saw a few around that quad space. But
so we're doing nature.
I'll let you do a nature.
Yeah, well, it's a 10 plus 3, so 13.
Unfortunately not. There aren't many trees in the city.
Brüz goes to find like somewhere where there's like a large stone or something, just to sort of kick his hooves against a bit. And then he steps around sort of behind a building into a reasonably secluded alley to continue a conversation that would have been to a tree but can now be to a wall.
It's wooden flatboards, so you figure the degrees of separation aren't that far, you know.
Oh yes. He appreciates the grain and
another nature check. Make another nature check. Yeah.
Oh yeah, well that's 18 now.
You get the sense that this is oak, and a fairly strong old oak. The kind of graining along the edge is really kind of tightly packed together, signifying an age.
Stressful life.
Definitely caught as someone.
Yeah, tightly packed ring, stressful.
It means
they've taken a good number of boards out of this tree. Not a half-cut board among them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Finishes what he's doing and walks back inside and sits down in the next most comfortable chair he can see. And he kind of starts chuckling and talking quietly into his hand, like he's,
oh yes, that was, oh, and right then there was the time. Oh, but you remember that one.
Just like not really saying much of anything, but kind of just running through things in his head until he hears anybody sort of step out. And it's just
reminiscing,
kind of, reminiscing, and kind of talking about it, but not really talking.
Yeah.
Full.
I hope I'm that. I hope I'm the kind of old man that Brüz is when I'm older. Hashtag age goals.
All you need to do is give yourself open to the traveler, and you too will know what it is.
Hang on a minute, just bear with me. Son of a bitch, he's converted me.
Persuasion check needed.
That's not good.
Guys, the traveler man. Is he really? He's cool.
He's chaotic neutral.
Guys, you know, the traveler, pretty cool, guys, pretty cool.
James, you're lawful.
Anyway,
lots of fun.
Anyway, I will ask everybody what they are doing before we move on. So it's the morning.
I guess I'll take another long rest. No,
Keeps an eye on things.
Say again, Eirys?
Eirys just wakes up and just like keeps an eye on things outside the window of the room.
Perception
I was
check.
probably awake for 2 hours before
There's like 12
that.
Syndicate guys staring at them. Oh, that was pretty good.
Yay.
I rolled 19 plus 9 perceptions, that's 28.
I'll come to you. I'm going to ask about everybody else first. Because you've seen something, but it will progress the story. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, Kyro and
I'm watching
Nuru.
her when she wakes up.
Talking to the boards
so-
outside.
You're just kind of waking up. Nothing in particular? Kyro?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I've been awake for about 2 hours because I only need to rest for 4 or 1 hour.
Sure. Yeah. So yeah, you've been up for a couple of hours. You see Brüz walk out, walk back in. Breakfast is on
I'm just in the room
sale.
watching.
Okay. Arthrin, you see Arthrin kind of like stir from his sleep. Your eyes meet, and he's just like,
Your eyes touch. Just
Freudian slip. We're talking about
Close.
Stop.
That's very close.
every time we touch.
I wouldn't let him get that close to my face
How close are you
without.
watching Arthur?
Your eyes meet, and he just gives you a thumbs up. And listen, homoerotic fan fiction is fine. I'm never gonna fucking read it anyway. Nuru, What's Nuru doing?
She's had the best sleep ever and is
feel fresh.
Yeah,
Like the day has
she
potential.
gets up, she has some breakfast, she starts like working on.
Today's gonna be a good day.
She's gonna knit her next like scarf.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten that yet.
What color is the scarf?
You can wait.
Oh, she got done with the one for Kyro, so that's like ready to give to him at some point. The next one, she didn't get a chance to ask what Eirys's favorite color was. I don't think so. So
Just Scruffy,
she'll probably start on Scruffies. Which
purple, right?
She doesn't have purple, but she does have red and blue.
Okay.
So maybe if she just uses them together enough, it'll look almost like purple, she thinks.
Lots of cross-stitching.
Amazing. Brüz, we've gone through what you're doing. Eirys, Kyro, Nuru. Yell. What you doing this morning? Not much?
Speak up, boy.
I guess I'll wake up and I'll recount the adventure to Ella when she's awake.
Ella, easy enough. You kind of wake up. Have you guys seen Has Been Hotel? Where the guy, where there's a scene where like a guy gets up halfway through the night and opens his eyes, and there's someone else like leaning over him with his eyes wide open.
Yeah, let's not doing that.
I want to join in the regaling of tales.
And then their eyeballs touch.
If you're not doing anything,
would Eirys's things resolve first before we?
No, Eirys's perception check is gonna happen at the end in terms of the pacing of what's gonna happen here.
To be fair, she got stabbed up the night before, so we could say she sleeps a bit longer than normal.
She sleeps.
Okay, in that case, maybe I can join into listening of the story.
Regaling?
I like regalings of tales.
Ella and Kyro regale Ella. Sorry, Yell and Kyro regale Ella with details of their adventures last night.
But
Where is this story happening? Because if Brüz is,
It'll be in the
there's a
bedroom, I
story
guess,
being
right?
told.
Or is it in the bar?
Well, you were up the first of everyone, so you could have maybe
Brüz
wandered.
has no idea what room anybody went into. When he sat
We're all
down,
in one room.
He'd only seen Kylan walk off one way, and so he's basically just sort of sitting out in the main tavern somewhere.
Okay.
If you guys wanted to have breakfast in the main tavern, there's a big platter of breakfast food. And Maureen, as you guys walk out, you see her at the table. She raises her hand and goes, "Spared no expense. Have as much as you like."
Can you bring some back for me? To whoever's going out of the room to get breakfast.
Nuru is putting breakfast, like, like croissants or something. She's putting them in her bag.
All of the fatty pastries.
Yeah.
All right. Reminds me of another character I know. Okay. Kyro and Yell, man. Freaking Ella, go! Come on, entertain me.
They've brought breakfast back up. We're having breakfast. We're talking. It'll be great.
Ella is actually gonna kind of wake up with this, sort of like, just suddenly wake up, like, shoots up.
Oh, so sprightly.
And she's like, "Ah! I got an idea!
What?
Please wait.
Idea?
I got an idea.
I like those.
Right. So the teleportation circle.
Yes.
Yes. Well, my family, my dad's side, they're all wizards.
Yes.
So, why don't I just message one of them to get her to come here, get us, and then take us back?
Wait, what?
Surely that would work.
I'm
Take
confused.
us back
What?
where? I'm confused also.
So your family's wizards.
Yeah.
So they teleport down here.
Could they teleport here, and then they could take us back to Furrenloft?
Oh, you mean like after we've tried to rescue Anya, they teleport us to Fernloth?
Yeah.
I mean,
Or whenever
maybe
we did teleportation.
we.
So
that was a
is this after we get Anya and this is our getaway car? I mean, carriage.
There's like a timing thing though, isn't there, where you have to cast for a minute and then it's only open for 6 seconds? Wouldn't that be kind of difficult while we're running away from pursuers?
Huh.
I mean, unless we can lose the pursuers, in which case this would be a very good idea. I don't know.
Well, maybe we would jump in when we're not running.
I mean, yeah,
Yes.
that makes sense.
Do you want to involve one of your family members in this?
I will keep it very vague. It's right, I'll message my brother.
Arthrin speaks up. I mean, from what Slip was saying and from what Maureen's provided, he has this teleportation scroll that he can use.
Yes.
Yeah, why do we need to bring your brother in if we've already got a guy?
I mean, if Slip fails, yes, we should call your brother. At least to get Kylan and Maureen and their child out of here.
That's what I'm thinking. If Slip fails.
That's a great idea then.
Oh, I see. You have no faith in Slip. I got you.
Be careful about how loud you say that, Ella.
Hey,
I did not say that, Yell.
listen, there's always the chance. Nobody's perfect.
It's just a backup plan. It's not that bad.
I think it's a great backup
mistake
plan.
is made, it's a great idea.
To be fair, like Slip took, I mean, from what he was looking last night, he took one hell of a beating.
Yes, I don't remember.
I mean, are wizards strong? Didn't ever thought wizards were like the hardy type.
I've always been told that wizards are extra squishy. But, you know, I came from a dwarf village, so there might be a little bias there.
They're fragile in body, but they can kill you quite easily.
Kind of looks across the bar where Slip is. He's taken a swig of ale in the morning, slams down the tank, and then...
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. Anyway, cool.
Good.
I mean, we got to take him at his word, right? These people are here to fight the Syndicate. They realize how dangerous it's becoming. They want out.
Oh, I'm not worried that he's going to kill us. I'm just saying he could.
Like by accident?
Hopefully not by accident.
Okay. Well, hopefully not at all.
Yes, exactly.
I wonder what it feels like to have your body ripped into pieces across the multiverse.
I don't want to
Sorry,
know.
That's one of those thinking in my head things that I don't need to say out loud. Okay. Anyway.
Yeah, Scruffy, how about you keep that to yourself?
Shut up, Nuru.
Aw. You know I don't have to make you a scarf.
Oh, fuck. No, please make me the scarf. I'm sorry. Oh, shit.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
You're making him a scarf?
Yeah, I made you a scarf.
What?
And she passed me the scarf.
Gives Kyro the scarf.
Like you said you like.
I love Kyro.
Nuru passes Kyro a scarf. It is red. Is it knitted or crocheted or?
It's I want to say it's crocheted, I guess. Basically, it's got like a spiky pattern on it, going along the edges, and she's like, see, like stalactites and stalagmites, because you're from a cave.
Hey, what's your passive insight?
My passive insight?
Yeah.
I think it is 16.
Let me check what my...
What's your passive deception?
Yeah, that's a good question. It's even. Who wins?
The inciter. If it meets your deception, then she sees through.
He's touched by this gift.
Aw.
It means a lot to him. He's
She
gonna touch it. And
she looks delighted.
He's gonna roll it up and put it in his bag for safety.
Yay.
Two
Maybe
nat
someday
20s.
he'll wear it.
Okay. Maybe someday he'll
But
wear
not
it.
today.
But it is not this day. Cool.
No.
Any other business for anybody else?
He doesn't want it getting ruined by sewer nonsense.
I've gone through everybody, but Kyro and Yell, you were going to regale Ella with what happened last night. Is that right? Do you still want to do that?
I wish to be
it was
regaled
just
too
tell the
more
tale,
than
like,
anything.
there was nothing to worry about type thing. And...
Everything was fine.
You guys...
And just play it off at like, I did a great drunk impression. No, this is a smell.
To be fair, we haven't bathed in quite a while.
Baths in Farrenlough, it is.
Farrenlough, there is a bathhouse in Farrenlough.
Killed a lot of stuff.
Ella knows. Ella has been many times.
Ella, you have magical cleaning power. You can just fix this problem anytime you want.
You got prestidigitation?
I've got prestidigitation.
Wait, you don't?
Yeah,
oh, he can fix his own problems.
Yeah.
You can fix your own problems.
There you go. Cool.
Sorry.
You guys...
Stay sparkly clean to be sexy.
You guys kind of... the interesting moment of the morning is when Kylan has already come out to the bar to have breakfast, and Theo, ever the teenager, right, kind of walks out. About half an hour to 45 minutes later, Kylan kind of stops with something, with a mouthful of breakfast, kind of looks up and looks at him coming over. Right, kind of goes, "Oh, hi. Yeah, this is kind of weird." And he kind of sits down, and Kylan kind of goes, "Yeah, well, it's a bit of a dangerous situation. It's for the best that your mother takes you to somewhere safer. Don't suppose you've ever been to Farrenlough, have you?" And Theo's like, "No, I've just been at the prep school, and honestly, sorry, sir. Like, I think Mum said who you were. What's your name?" My name's Kylan. I'm a friend of your mother's. I'm a retired guard, so you're going to be safe with me." Kind of looks, okay. Kind of like a bit weirded out by how intense
he's...
he's...
water for a moment and introduces himself. "Oh, hello, I'm Brüz."
"Oh, yeah, hi." Kind of gets up and...
Nuru's just burying her face into a thing of orange juice, like, "Oh, this is too weird."
He kind of gives a bow, because he doesn't know how to react around tieflings, because he's never really met many, so he just kind of...
Brüz stands up straight and bows low.
Oh, wow. Oh, takes a step back, because you're occupying the space. Step back up.
Yeah, he sort of bows a little close, but doesn't sort of actually...
Kylan's kind of like, you're going to have
some breakfast into you. Breakfast is important. And then he turns away and looks back to the chair he was sitting in.
Sits down, Kylan's like, "Brüz has got to be careful. He'll have someone's eye out with one of those horns. Would you want some, some bread and butter?"
I'd like to think that Brüz's tail kind of whipped Kylan as he turned. Just gently. Just go...
Yeah, Theo's looking really weirded out, and he's quite quiet as he eats. And every time he and Kylan are making eye contact, it's like Kylan feels like he doesn't know what to do. Is he
Don't do it.
Is he too intense? Is he being too aloof? And the teenager is just getting how confused this man next to him is. Has no idea who he is, and just like
he doesn't know how to interact with teenagers. Clearly.
But it's more akin. I mean, your passive insight, you'll pick up that he thinks that he's his son. He doesn't know, and the son is completely none the wiser to the fact that this guy might be his biological dad, because he has a strong idea as to who his father is.
Yes.
Yeah, and from Yell's check and the fact he's relayed this to you, you're all starting to piece together. Plainstrode tried to communicate with the Syndicate, estranged from Maureen. This must be the boy who he thinks is his son. Apparently not, and it's just like all of the awkwardness and all of the uncomfortableness is experienced by everybody, apparently including by this boy who just
Kylo doesn't even know if he is the father.
Totally.
But he could be the stepfather.
Meanwhile, while this is all happening, Eirys, you stir from your sleep. The healing power of Ella's magic has done wonders, and you haven't slept this well, ironically, since you were treated after the attack on the Wraith in the Trine Temple all those moons ago.
She did not sleep well that night.
Well, it was. You feel a refreshed fullness of body in the way that you were after
You
that
aren't completely
night.
exhausted.
Yeah. And for just a moment, the tension isn't there anymore, and then the memories return. You take a look out of the window. 28. There's a Minotaur across the road, leaning on the corner of a crossroads across from the window. His arms are folded. A crude, huge, great axe is strapped to his back, the handle pointing upwards. Early morning steam erupts from two massive nostrils, a ring hooked around between.
Hey, let's not get near that guy.
Hey, you don't know about this yet.
He looks around. He doesn't appear to see you. And then turns and walks away.
What was he wearing? Did he look syndicate-ish?
What does this mean?
You didn't... I mean, with that perception, he didn't seem to be wearing anything in particular.
Naked Minotaur.
He was topless. He had like a kind of tabard thing that was covering up obviously his crotch and upper legs, but he was topless.
No.
The Minotaurs often struggle to find clothing for their huge bodies. This is a large creature, right? He's approaching 8, 9, 10 feet tall.
There was no mark or brand or anything.
On the 28, you see curious markings on the hilt of the axe that you can see. That's in Thieves' Cant.
Yeah, he's with the Syndicate.
Or he's not with the Syndicate yet.
Well, either way, we can't trust him.
Okay.
We don't know this guy.
And
We don't even know.
he leaves away from the tavern, not towards it.
He turns and he goes around the corner of the building that he was leaning against. Do you want to stay there? Do you want to tell everybody else? What do you want to do?
Is it not in the room with me?
Yeah, I'm in the room. I never left.
Yep.
Hey, Kira, I think we've got company.
What? I
Minotaur.
touched my weapons. What?
11 o'clock, Minotaur.
He's
I
gone.
don't know what 11 o'clock is, I don't think, because I don't think they've got clocks.
I mean, you guys speak Thieves' Cant. There's the right nomenclature for sets
I understand
in
where he
direction.
went.
Yeah, you understand where he was leaning against and which direction he walked.
And you probably know what a Minotaur is. I mean,
Do I?
they live underground.
Oh, that's true. I may have. I may know.
Like, they're sort of known for that. Like, living in, like, underground mazes.
I mean, I can roll.
The Underdark, you can make a history check, I'd say.
Okay. Oh, I don't think mine's very high, but history. Yep, 17.
Yeah, you say Minotaur, and if you don't remember specifically seeing one, you remember the stories of half bull, half man.
I know
sort
what
of
a cow
creatures.
is, so-
Yeah. You've seen
We have
furbolgs.
those.
Essentially, Minotaurs are hellishly butch furbolgs. So
They're kind of like tiefling things, but
All
cow.
furbolgs.
swell
They're,
furbog.
they're
Write that down for Markov. Write that down for Markov.
You're just a
Swell
swole
furbog. Hey,
Sure.
I might be Sean the furbog now, but tomorrow I'll be Sean the swole Minotaur. Yeah.
Kira,
Yeah.
he's reacting purely based on Eirys' reaction, what is her reaction exactly? She seems concerned about this. He doesn't know why, but
She steps
it-
kind of out of view, just peering around the window.
just assuming it's an enemy is what it seems.
Yeah, she would have communicated that. Definitely seems shady with Thieves' Cant and stuff.
Did it seem like
Ducked down an alley, possibly more of them.
do you want me to go check it out?
No, but I think we should be leaving soon.
You look at the corner, and the Minotaur walks back around. There are somewhere between. How many did I put out? There's a crowd of figures. It's a group. It's about 10
Yeah, shit,
individuals.
We're leaving.
And they're pacing towards the tavern. You know, in Shadow of Mordor, when a court captain comes, down, 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 down,
This is a we need to leave immediately situation, I think. Correct? Okay, let's go.
Eirys just darts to the others, just like
we're getting
not where,
everyone.
just goes.
We're getting out.
There's a number of individuals in the tavern at this point. The tables are fairly cluttered, and you get the sense, diving out of the room and sprinting in, there's not enough time. They're going to get to the front door of the tavern before you get out.
Fuck. Okay. In that case, we need to plan to fight them.
Yeah, she's gonna draw weapons and get as close to that front door as she can.
A couple of
and call to the others.
Yeah, a couple of the
I think we should
patrons.
fight on the upper floors. So let's get everyone.
There's one story of this tavern.
Oh, it's a one-story tavern?
If you look on roll 20, I'd like you to place where you are. Eirys and Kyro, you have just
I don't like this tavern.
run out over here.
She's gonna run and just go, "We've got company," and then try and get to the front door.
Let's see. I'm happy for these four to
probably
get
get all
over
these
here.
random people to like make room.
So we gonna kill this guy?
This is Slip over here. I mean, this is Sorry, not Quentraith. Bloody hell. This is Kylan. This is Maureen. This is Theo. I believe you are. I put you on there. Can't you see yourself?
I've just refreshed.
As in, like, I'm still on you find that. And I just refreshed.
Oh, excuse me. I haven't moved you guys across. Here we go.
Like, should we assume that these guys are coming here to fight us, or is there any other reason they might be coming here?
Make an intelligence check.
Okay. Because it could just be a gang coming to collect money.
Is this
18.
I mean,
The front door.
Yeah, sure, but...
The front door is actually, there's two smaller ones around this larger fireplace there and there. Here and here.
Because ideally we shouldn't be engaging in combat right now if we're planning on doing anything later today.
So where is Theo and Kylan sitting at the bar?
Theo? Oh, sorry, we said that Slip was at the bar, right? So he's Slip's at the bar over here, and the three over here are at the table. Can you position yourselves where you'd be, please? You should have full control of your minis.
All right. Where's the door?
I got an 18.
The front door of the tavern is two. One here and one here. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
So she's just standing on this table right here.
If she has movement, Eirys would like to just, as she runs past, just jump up on the thing.
Yeah. Nuru.
Looks like we're going to fight.
Nuru, upon hearing Eirys unsheath her weapon and jump onto the the bar, you do as well. The tired-looking man who's been disturbed from his sleep a number of times over the last night kind of looks up, widens his eyes like, "Oh fuck!" and jumps behind the bar. A bunch of patrons look up and they turn and they make for the door and then. Minotaur, standing there, glowers down upon one of them. "Where do you think you're fucking going?" And they go, "Ah!" And they back it down into the tavern. And walking inside, in no particular order, but led by the Minotaur, who stoops down, almost squashes his body inside the door, and as his hand leaves the handle, it's crushed inside. He looks around. Maureen, Kylan, and the child Theo are right there. As he looks around the tavern, the first thing that draws his attention is Nuru and Eirys on the table. Nuru, you've got your claws out, and Eirys, you've got your weapon drawn. He looks, he goes, "Well, this is a fine good morning, isn't it?
Howdy!
Who the fuck are you?"
Brüz wants to invoke duplicity the first moment he gets a chance.
Are you going to try and do that subtly, or are you going to try?
Yeah. Brüz is just sitting at the bar, right at the end there, kind of like elbows forward, just with an ear up to the entering people.
Really be hiding.
The second,
looking over
the second door kind of opens as the Minotaur doubles back and kind of jerks his head towards the second door, and as individuals kind of walk inside, he kind of looks up at you, Nuru, goes,
"It happens to be that we are looking for some fugitives, some targets.
Ah, dang!
Where were you last night,
Little cat.
I was asleep. What do you think?
Can I be
That's what
hidden?
people do at night.
Can I, like, have tried to hide?
Why are you being so rude?
Kyro, you turn around to try and hide, and there's a group of thugs coming through the door, eyeing you.
Oh, but I'm in... Okay. Well,
Hey,
that's fine.
hey, listen,
I'm
buddy.
not going to try to hide if I am already...
I get you're trying to be like a big tough guy and everything, and you're gonna try to threaten us and what all, but you should probably leave, or else we're gonna have to fight you.
That's all the answer I need.
And
And
the whispers on the Minotaur.
And the first thing that's gonna happen next time is we will roll initiative. End of session.
Damn it! I want the Minotaur to run his full feet out the tavern.
You can do that on your initiative roll next time. As the Minotaur brandishes his weapon, the thugs at the door brandish theirs. You notice a couple of them happen to be orcs. Like, orcs. They unsheath their weapons. All of you move. Kylan suddenly turns around with his armor and shing unsheaths his sword. The orc that's beside him is like, "Hurgh!" And
we need to leave no man alive.
at that split moment, we will stop, and we will take it up next time.
Oh boy, we need to murder everyone who's seen our
Are any of them
faces.
wearing like syndicate-like garb, or is this like an entirely different group of people?
Passive perception, like a combination of your perception and your insight. Nah, he's strutting around with such confidence, and you can read what the thieves' count on his weapon says now. It's the syndicate. Like they're not going to be as explicit as to show their tattoos like in clear sight, but you see that there's a bit of an edge around the upper crotch where the unclothed bit of the Minotaur meets the the kind of lower padding, and it's like you know what the Syndicate logo looks like, and you can see the edge of what appears to be like a circle or like maybe the edge of a wing.
Yeah.
Like it's enough. These guys are Syndicate. You get the sense from what he's saying that he's telling the truth. They're here, perhaps en masse, galvanized to look for people who caused trouble last night, and this happens to be one of the groups that have been sent around.
Yes. I was sort of waiting for my intelligence check to resolve before deciding where and what I was doing.
No, we can do that.
Before
Excuse me.
combat began?
Please excuse
It's
me,
okay.
because I gave you that roll, so we
I
should
felt a
resolve it.
little-
That's fine.
Okay, thank you. Sorry.
What's the intelligence roll?
I got an 18.
18. What was it for? Can you remind me?
Like, figuring out, like, are these guys going to be hostile at us, or might they be coming here for some unrelated reason? At this point, though, I think he realizes the reasons.
But it's specific. Yeah, as you guys, you figured. No, they're here for nefarious purposes. They've got weapons. They're here for action.
Okay.
And when the
In that case,
yeah,
I want to hide and prepare to strike the Minotaur guy at a good moment in which she's distracted, which I think Nuru just did. So next.
Yeah, that is part of what she was doing. Is she was trying to get his attention towards her because she knows she can turn into a real big animal.
Yeah.
You guys, while this is all happening, I'm going to say you can roll for stealth from the Minotaur specifically, and then as you go into that hiding position, you become aware that there are thugs that have walked into the bar behind you.
That's
so they're going to be able to see you.
The point is, I'm going to get him. Okay.
My fiance's the best. Cool.
In silence.
What's the stealth? Sorry?
Oh, let me roll. Fuck, sorry. I got a 16 plus my stuff, which should be good, I think. My stuff hasn't changed. What is a 6 plus a 7? It's numbers. I'm sorry, I'm not thinking. 7. I need to count on my hands like a loser. 17,
It's okay.
I think it's like a 23, right? Yep, 23.
23. Yeah, you're completely obscured from the view of the Minotaur as you kind of throw yourself against this thick brick lining of a
Yeah.
fireplace. That's on. It's kind of like there are two moderately sized doors, and then there's about 30 feet of this grand sort of brick fireplace that's
Okay.
been recently lit for the morning. You kind of lay yourself against the wall. You believe yourself to be perfectly obscured from the view of the Minotaur.
The fact,
yeah,
the fact that Eirys is standing on a bar means we're going to be killing these people. So I'm
Brüz
prepared
is
to
able
do
to.
that.
Brüz is able to cast duplicity. I would say. Thank you for your patience with that. I'll mark it there as the duplicitous.
Yeah, we had just enough time to prepare some surprises.
Yeah, totally. And the others, all the other ones of you, I'd say, I love you, but you just get out your weapons, right?
That's fair.
Thank you for bearing with me. Thank you for your patience. And thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Well played, everybody. That was fun.
Yay!
Fucking hell. That was really great.
Yeah.
Enjoy the fruits of your labor in the form of 1,000 experience points.
Whoa! What?
1,000
And we haven't even
experience
fought
points
anyone.
each.
We have done things.
1,000 experience points each.
We might level up before leaving Trine if we're lucky. It's nice.
I'm still quite a ways. I'm like halfway.
Yeah, we're still
Are we
ways
still
away.
going? Have
I
we
think we're
stopped?
still on the thing.
The stream's still going. Thank you for watching, everybody. We love you. Please keep on
1,000
sharing.
points.
Yeah, 1,000 points.
Everyone wins. I'm
Please
ready
keep
for
sharing.
A fight.
We have picked up 2 new followers in the stream.
Woo!
Very neat.
Yeah.
Follower of the stream, Professor Harmless. I love you, man. Thank you so much for the comments and the feedback about the video quality as well. We do have a Discord, actually. Should we share the Discord? Fucking hell.
Yeah.
The Discord. Invite people.
I might be hanging
Unless
out there
someone
more.
just called feet. I think that is pretty.
Expire after 1 day. Max no limit. Generate a new link. Copy button. I'll pop that in the Twitch chat now. Harmless, if you could join us on Discord. This is a relatively new sort of deal with regards to oh fucking hell. Alright. Let me get back to the call. This is a relatively new deal with regards to the stream. We've been playing this game for how long?
About a year or two.
Between a year and 2 years. We're hoping that the stream will become something really great. Thank you for your support in that. We love you very, very much. We are back in 2 weeks' time, which is the 17th of February. Is it Monday yet? God bless you guys.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Bye, 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 bye.
Arthrin, good to see you again. Hello, Trent. Would it be another ale, the same as always? Yeah, set it up. 3 copper, same as always. I take it that you'll take your usual place. Yep, just me and my ale in the court. The booth seems to be taken. Well, so it does. Well, I suppose you could always sit somewhere else. I'm gonna head over there. Oh, Arthrin, wait.
Hey! The wee bugger was rolling around the floor.
Gentlemen, huh? The day's been long and I'm in need of rest. I'd love to sit here.
Well, excuse you, pretty boy. As you can see that we've got this booth for ourselves, you're gonna have to move on.
Listen, I just really like this booth, alright?
I said, move on.
I'll move on when you leave.
Hey, we're not going to have any trouble in here. Take it outside, or put an end to it.
You should listen to the Dragonborn, wee lad. Or I'll fuck you up. That's right. Keep on fucking walking.
Oh, Arthrin, my boy. What on earth's wrong?
My dearest Bartholomew, how I miss you. These lonely days have passed without incident, and the towers of Valen's Kier rise so high in the sky, yet so detached from the mire below. I wish so much for us to be together, but the only way we can contact each other is through shadowy deals made with roguish delivery boys who have more courage than sense. I urge you to make your way to Valen's Kier so we can meet. I don't care what my father says.
What are you doing? Whoa! Whoa! Calm down!
Oh, Arthrin.
What were you doing? Were you reading something?
Doesn't matter what I was doing.
Is that the letter?
No.
It is, isn't it?
No.
I bet it is.
It isn't.
So, what is it then?
It's nothing.
Are you sure it's nothing? Because it looks to me like you're reading this letter. Are you hoping for a romantic story of two star-crossed lovers or something? I wouldn't have thought it of you, Eirys. Or not! Or not!
You didn't see this.
I didn't see this.
This never happened.
Right! Never happened. Absolutely.
Go back to sleep.
Back to sleep. Uh-huh. Yep. Whew. Okay. I'm just gonna... Well... Yeah.
Yours. Now and always.